The college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Tuesday, December 17th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up, and when you do, sign up with the promo code TCESGPN. You get a 50% deposit bonus up to $1,000. We're also brought to you by Rebet, a brand new sports book available in 45 different states. Download Rebet. That's REBET in the App Store and use the promo code SGPN for 100% deposit match up to $100. We're also brought to you by Rhythm, the leader in data-driven picks and props. Get your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. And last but not least, we're brought to you by the SGPN College Football Playoff Challenge. It is completely free to enter. We're going to give away a $1,000 grand prize. Go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CFP to enter today. Once again, sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CFP to enter today. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
This is Jim Mora, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes. Woo! Welcome to the college basketball experience preview and picks episode for Tuesday, December 17th. Yes. Look, youtube.com/the college experience. We're still 900 away from 15K, 9 and change. Not going to make it, so we only have a few episodes left. I get it. Get on over there. Hit that like and subscribe. Maybe you'll make a difference. Maybe you'll never see us again. I understand. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swing at Database Dan, a.k.a. Pick Don D. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Oh, they're winning night for your boy Dundee, and I'm ready to talk some shit. Especially my late night cap. I am joined by my co-host. He is the host of the Big 12 College Experience. Subscribe if you haven't. Also, the Ryan and Rush Show. Subscribe if you have not. Give it up for former video coordinator for Hall of Fame coach Bob Huggins and Frank Martin, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. How are you, my friend? You're on mute.
I said at least one of us had a winning night. I got my ass kicked tonight.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Well, yeah, we're going to get into that because I want to talk a little shit to you guys because you guys tried to peer pressure me into some. Look, I believe in peer pressure in many instances, but you got to feel it out. You got to know when it's right and when it's wrong, you know? And it was wrong from the start for both of us. Let's just hop right in because Grambling was a bad play. I thought the line stunk. Here we're trying to reverse the line stinkiness, and see Southeast Louisiana just drills them 75-65. Of course, we ate shit out the gate right there. That was just a bad pick, but we were trying to play the game of the line didn't make sense. I felt like the line made when I plugged in my numbers, the same numbers I used to create a lot of spreads over at SGP. I couldn't get to where that spread was at. So that made me think that we must take Grambling because it's telling us, and we ate a bag of shit here. Your thoughts on this one?
Yes, shout out to the YouTube live game. It was Grambling was up, and then all of a sudden, I think Southeast Louisiana went on like a 34 to 10 run or something and completely flipped the game and then just ran away with it. Never really in doubt in the second half.
Yeah. Now, this next one, so I opened up 0-2, and then I caught some heat. But, man, Wofford was tied up with Charleston. I was doing the football show, but I had the shit on here. They just, down the stretch, couldn't make the plays. I couldn't get super focused on this game, but I was on, so I was paying attention to it. What the hell happened here? And we did not cover, and, yeah, bad play. But I feel like, man, this game was close a lot of the way, right?
Oh, yeah. Wofford had control of it at the end of the first half, and then Charleston came out and started the second half on a 28-3 run. And then the game was over. It was wild. I don't know what the hell happened to Wofford out of the half, but good win for Charleston, pouring it on them coming out of the half.
Yeah, great win for the Cougs. Then after that, we jumped on over to didn't bet this game. You might have. But Central Arkansas did not cover against the Citadel. They won by 2.
So ridiculous. They were up 15 in
What
the second
happened
half.
here?
Up 15 in the second half, and fucking Citadel bullshit backdoor covered. I should have covered this one.
I mean, I got this pick wrong too. I was originally going to go in on the Citadel. You remember, I'm blaming you. Look, you and Noah are catching bullets from me this episode, all right? And I know you can play this back to other episodes, but last Friday when I was fucking horrible. But I was ready to take the Citadel. Now we battled here. And those La Tech Bulldogs coming through for me against this phony-ass Grand Canyon team.
This is a hell of a game.
Double lock for me and Bieniek in the battle. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, Mondays are tough for me to get full focus on the games because I have 2 SGP shows. I have the football show for TCE. This show, I also do a couple guest spots, so it's very hard for me to get a 100% to watch like the games. You know what I mean? Like on a Saturday, I can dive in. Even a lot of the weekday games. Monday and Tuesdays are the hardest for me to get full focus on the games. So you guys probably caught this game better than me. I had it on a screen, but I didn't get super laser focused on it. What happened here, Mac?
Another great CLV loser for me here. I think it closed at like 3. Yeah, Grand Canyon. Every time Grand Canyon, they did take the lead at halftime, but in the second half, every time they would get it to 1 or 2, somebody on Louisiana Tech would pop up and make a big shot. They got back into the game because they got Bacho in foul trouble, but just could not take the lead down the stretch. So good win for Louisiana Tech and you guys. That was just a good game overall as just a college basketball fan.
I'm gonna probably throw this on again tomorrow morning to get better eyes on it because it was a good game. I like the game. I wanted to watch it more. Yeah, Bieniek, your thoughts on the outcome?
I thought those the outcome. I had Louisiana Tech on the money line. I'm not really surprised. This was kind of back and forth game of just a little bit of momentum switching back and forth with a couple of runs. But really impressed with Sean Newman today. Like, holy shit, he was one of the better players on the floor. And Bacho is Bacho. And Grand Canyon just couldn't stop him. So, yeah, the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs are legit this year. Like, I really like this
good,
team.
man.
How'd they lose to Southern?
Doesn't make any sense, too.
I don't know. But I'll tell you this. They're in the Conference USA. So I bet La Tech. We cashed. Block battle win. But I don't think you battled me on this, but I did bet Middle Tennessee. And boom, they get it done against this phony Cal Baptist shit. I'm joking. I like Cal Baptist, but that's a million miles away from home. Murfreesboro, Tennessee from Riverside, California. And the Blue Raiders, Weston went for 30 points tonight for the Blue Raiders. It's going to be fun to watch the CUSA this year, man. When you think about Liberty, when you think about Sam Houston, when you think about Middle Tennessee, when you think about La Tech, even New Mexico State, I don't think they're a real contender, but they're good enough to get you some nights. Going to be fun to watch, even some of the other schools too. Your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, another really good game. I mean, it was tied, I think, with like four minutes left, and then Middle Tennessee just out-toughed them down the stretch. Cal Baptist has just been so close game after game. They've let a lot of games slip through their hands. Is my takeaway with Cal Baptist.
Yeah. And then we had this one. I should have bet you on this one. I should have bet. Did Bieniek go with you on this? He might have.
Which game?
Northern Iowa 104, Montana 76. You guys try to sprinkle this Montana bullshit on me. Dude, they're a fucking wagon at that place, man. They've been that way for 20 years. I know they've had occasional down year or so.
I just want to say
like
this. I didn't bet it, but we definitely missed the handicap here. It was Ben Jacobson's birthday.
I saw that.
Well, I mean, I took Northern Iowa. I took Northern Iowa. I knew my boys at Cedar Falls were going to let me down. Shout out to Rob Donaldson and Avetta that I think were at the game. Kudos to them.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Rob Donaldson, that look is fire. I mean, just it looks like it kind of resembles the guy in Breaking Bad that could get you meth. You know what I'm talking about, like the henchman, one of the henchmen. But anyway, shout out to them.
Shoot from 3 tonight. I swear they shot like 62%. It was fucking ridiculous.
Leon Bond, no relation to Walter Bond, if you remember him. 37 points, Leon Bond. They were 11 of 19 from 3. They were on fire.
Every time I looked up, the shot was going in. I'm like, are these fucking white guys ever gonna miss a shot tonight?
Bieniek, are we going straight into this right now? So a side topic, youtube.com/thecollegeexperience. You'll see that Adam Schefter, a guy that you guys know, I'm not very fond of Adam Schefter, and I don't care if he knows that or not. And Gottlieb going at it, but it was pretty fucking hilarious. So Michael Vick interviewed for the Sacramento State Hornet football position. They got a $50 million NIL collective, according to Schefter. Personally, I had heard 35 personally. So, I mean, it's still possible when you have Tom Hanks donating a big ass check to your collective. But Gottlieb is saying, you know, he comes in and he subtweets Schefter's report about the new stadium and Michael Vick interviewing for the job and the push to go FBS, which we know Sac State wants to, and I think they should. Gottlieb says, Jesus, Shefty, edit what agents tell you. 0.0% chance Sac State has $50 million in NIL. And then Schefter, responds saying the Sac-12 leading the school's NIL efforts already announced it's reached its initial goal of raising $50 million in NIL funds to strengthen the school's case for the invitation to the Pac-12 or Mountain West. And then he follows that with, and Jesus, Doug, a 7-game losing streak in last place in the Horizon League. Less time on social media, more time in the gym. That's funny. Shefty, with a good one. All right. Oh man,
this whole coaching thing isn't as easy as Gottlieb thought it would be.
Yeah, and he should just, like, to me, if I was the head coach of a team, I wouldn't be commenting on top of shit like that. You know what I mean? Like, you got to just focus on your team. You're just setting yourself up for.
That's why he needs to quit the other gig. You can't be a radio talking head. That would be like me doing this show and then going and being a coach. Like, you can't do both. Like, you got to pick one career or the other. I know they thought it would be good exposure with getting Green Bay's brand on Fox Sports Radio, but not if you're going fucking 2-10 to start the year.
Green Bay had nothing to lose. Green Bay had nothing to lose because they were ass for like the past decade, with the exception of the Sundance Wicks.
Yeah,
Sundance Wicks year. But I mean, it's an experiment. We'll see.
It ain't.
I thought it was weird from the start. I think there's a lot of. I defended Dion when he came into coaching for many reasons. I thought, well, first I knew he had coached at his kids, I think like middle school and high school or something, like, so he'd coached, a little bit there, but he started at Jackson State. So I was like, you know what, sometimes, those schools lacked resources, a lot of them. I don't know specifically if Jackson did, but I thought, he'll be able to kill it there. And then he can learn his way into coaching, because a lot of that is you got to, obviously he played the game at a high level and was fantastic for a long time. But Gottlieb, to me, just jumping in and then still maintaining the other job, it's a little different. It's a little different to me than comparing it to Dion or some of the other coaches I know right now. Vic's interviewing. Vic is a little more on par with Gottlieb just because he doesn't have the coaching experience, as far as I know. I could be full of shit there. Maybe he's on the high school levels down in Virginia or something. I don't know, but I know he interviewed for Norfolk and Sac State. But I still think he could kill it from a recruiting standpoint. I don't know. Like, to me, like Deion Sanders, if Deion Sanders and Michael Vick come in your living room, you're listening. If Doug Gottlieb comes in your living room, I don't think you give a fuck. You know what I mean? It would be like me coaching. You're on mute. It would be like me coaching. And they'd be like, hey, they call my other job. They call me Pick Dundee, and they'd be like, hey, dude, shut the fuck up, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a fuck. I think that's part of it, but we'll see. I think. What's that?
You mathematically don't have enough hours to do your job in the day. It's not a show up to practice at 3:00 and roll out the balls and play. You got to watch film on your opponent. You got to plan practice. You got to meet with your staff. Is there academics that need to be handled? Is there other stuff that need to be handled? Strength and conditioning. Is there an athletic department meeting? I mean, there's so many things that go into that gig. And for him to, and I said this when he got hired, and I heard that he was keeping the radio gig. It's kind of it's a spit in the face of all the guys that have grinded their asses off, and then he gets this
or that
gig
were qualified for the gig.
Yeah, like he's the opposite of Sundance Wicks. Sundance Wicks is a grinder. He worked his way up through the Jukes, and obviously he won, and then he went to Wyoming, and then Gottlieb comes in with the TMZ attitude, and he's just getting his teeth kicked in. And it ain't turning around. They suck.
Yeah. Go Beavs. Appreciate you. Prime is great, but he would never call his players lazy. Yeah, I mean, I think he would. I think he would. Like, Deion is to me what makes Deion such an anomaly in a way is that he's kind of old school. He's got his players playing, and like I think Deion doesn't bullshit his guys. You saw it when he walked in and told like the whole fucking roster to leave. Some people can't handle that, but I think Deion is like, give a fuck. And it's almost like, playing with house money, because he's like, yeah, I'm a guy that could do anything right now. I can go broadcast. It doesn't even matter the sport. He could fucking broadcast baseball. You know what I mean? Like, he's a personality. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he could literally tell every player and administrator to go fuck themselves. And whether it's at Colorado or wherever. And I don't think, he would be it wouldn't be career suicide for him, because I think Deion Sanders is an anomaly of his own, where Gottlieb, it's like,
Gottlieb,
and I say this,
an ordinary dude.
I've never met Doug Gottlieb a day in my life, right? But I never really dug his radio show or anything. But I don't think people would care. Like, I see that comparison. I don't know if you've seen that, but I've seen people compare the Gottlieb hire to Deion.
Deion's
or
the
Eddie
greatest
George.
cornerback in NFL history.
That's what I'm saying. And not only that, he's like
prime time.
He's bigger than the sport. He's big. Like, the dude was a good baseball player, and his persona, like, it's not comparable to me. Like, Deion's a cool dude. Even people that don't even like play the sport, I feel like he's like magnetic. You're just like, what the fuck is this guy doing? Yeah, always. Even when I was a kid, dude, when he was on the Cowboys, I hated him. But I thought, like, damn, every time you're watching a baseball game and he was at bat, you wanted to see, because you're like, I know he's nasty at football. Let me see what he can do here. I feel like you're always interested whether you love him or hate him. Where Doug Gottlieb is like, I could pass by Doug Gottlieb at the mall and I wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, whereas with Deion, I'm like, hey, that's fucking Deion Sanders. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's just not comparable to me. But we'll see. We'll see if long term this will work. I mean, it is year one. That's the one thing I'll say is, like, will he learn? Will he get embarrassed? And will he come to the radio show and say, you know what, I quit? and because I heard him talk about when what's his name, his leading scorer. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Missed the Roy. I heard him say, I have one opportunity to do this right. Well, I wonder at the end of this year if he comes to the conclusion that he's like, you know what, I have one opportunity within myself to do this right, and maybe I shouldn't be doing a fucking radio show while I'm doing this.
You can't watch film on Milwaukee as much as you should if you're breaking down the Green Bay Packers at the same time. Like, you can't do both.
Yeah.
It's not, like I said, it's not a show up at 3:00, roll the ball out like you're coaching a 7th grade team. You're coaching you're one of 363 elite college basketball coaches. So, yeah.
Going back to the grind here. Yeah. Lock battle win for Dundee against Mac with the South Alabama Jaguars. Getting it done.
God, this is the worst game of the night.
Dude, TCU's fucking horrible.
I'm
South Alabama's not good. Yeah.
They're horrible. They sat in a 2-3 zone for 40 minutes, and TCU just kept throwing brick after brick after brick. I was like, can you get the ball into the high post and then look to the other? Like, have you never played against a fucking JV 2-3 zone? It was the most painful watch I've ever, like, that team is god-awful. They have a commercial where they're like, watch Jamie Dixon go for 4 straight NCAA tournaments. I go, let me save you the time. You ain't going to the tournament this year. This team sucks.
Dude,
holy
I've
fuck.
watched this team far too much, and it's not just like they're streaky. They can't fucking shoot.
At all.
There's like no offensive creation. They were 5 for 26 from 3 tonight. That's 19%, folks.
I'm surprised they were that good. I swear, I didn't see them make a perimeter jump shot the whole night, and they still almost covered. That shows how bad South Alabama is.
Well, like maybe against a really shitty team, you could lay the double, but like South Alabama is athletic enough to me to like stay within that number. That was my logic on it. I didn't feel like it was my favorite play, but I thought it was a good play with South Alabama there. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience, part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Check out SGPN's first annual college football playoff challenge. Yes, we have 12 teams, home football games. It only took 160 years. Look, pick sides and totals for every game with a chance to win a $1,000 grand prize. It's free to enter. Just go to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CFP. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/CFP. And remember, as always, folks, to let it ride. We're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Pick'em is one of the biggest menus for all the sports. You can win up to 1,000 times the amount of money you enter with Underdog Streaks. And Underdog is making it easier to win with profit boost and gimme pick'ems. They got college hoops. They got college football. They got everything else, too. MMA, NBA, NFL, MLB, NHL, CFL, NASCAR, shit, everything. You can now use specials and boost on all flex inches as well. So what do you do? Sign up. And what do you do? Sign up with the promo code TCESGPN to claim your special pick plus first time deposit offer up to $1,000 in bonus cash. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. Bieniek, is there anything out there on the forefront, or do I got to rip a college football play for you?
Plenty there out there. Plenty of games. And I'm going to go to a game that might not feature much defense at all, and that's taking place in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Florida. And I think this player projection is criminally low. I'm going to take you to Walter Clayton, higher than 19.5 points. I think this is just a little bit lower because North Carolina is the best competition that Florida is going to have to run into so far this season. And that's not a joke either. Like they've only played Florida State and Arizona State and Virginia so far this season. Walter Clayton, though, 25, 27, 19, 21, 7, 25 in his last 7 games here. I think this is a little low. So going higher than 19.5 points for the Florida point guard.
There we go. Jump on over there. You can find an edge you really cannot find elsewhere. I say that all the time, and I mean it. UnderdogFantasy.com, promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Rebet. Rebet is a new social sports book available in 45 different states. There are plenty of betting opportunities on Rebet, and the best thing here is it's available in those states where traditional sports books may be restricted. Texas, California, South Carolina. I know there's some other ones too. Not many, though. Get on over there. Download Rebet in the App Store and use the promo code SGPN for 100% deposit match up to $100. That's Rebet promo code SGPN. All right, we are back. And it was good. You guys tried to pressure me on this. Peer pressure. You got to say no to peer pressure sometimes. I feel like I got some on the Montana, Northern Iowa front. You guys are trying to bring me in the muck with this Northern Colorado bullshit. I told you Air Force would cover. The altitude would not phase them, even though they were down 15 at halftime.
Yeah, they were getting fucking drilled. Like Northern, this game might have pissed me off the most out of tonight. They just came out of the second half and had no interest in playing. Yeah, that was ridiculous. They were up 17 at one point. My God.
Yeah, that was disappointing.
I thought they were getting ready to win by 30.
Aim high, miss small. Aim high, miss small. That's my Falcons. Never give up. Never die. All right.
Yep.
Maybe our best call of the night as a collective since I delivered, and Bieniek went behind the scenes for a reason right there. Alcorn State, Rice. Oh my God, we're fucking sharp on this. We're sharp on this. They almost won outright. The Braves on the warpath. Let's go. Rice 77, Alcorn State 55. Your thoughts on this one as we hit another one? Well, yeah, I hit another one at least. Your thoughts?
Yeah, so I had a shitty night, and I even sprinkled a little on the money line. I'm like, you know what? If I hit this nice little money line 9-1, it'll limit the damage here. And they fucking gave the game to Rice. They had the lead. They had the lead with like 2 minutes left, and couldn't get a rebound, couldn't get a stop. God damn. That would have been nice. That would have been nice to win that outright. They're cursed.
Yeah. Donald Driver. This was the Donald Driver pick, though, man. The planet was telling us. The planet was telling us to take Alcorn State. That would have been magical if they won that on the money line, though. Would have been magical.
That was my dog on the pregame show, too. I was all jacked up. Fuck. Choke artist.
I wanted to lock Texas Tech last night. Now, to be fair, we got scared by – I wasn't you. It was looking at last year's outcome, and I was like, what the fuck? How did that happen? But they won by 36 against a shitty Oral Roberts team. We picked it correctly. 8 shit here, though. New Mexico State laying 5, I believe, 5.5. They only won by 3 against Southern Utah. Nice win, I guess, for New Mexico State, but didn't cover for us. So 8 shit there. Your thoughts on this one?
Don't watch this tomorrow. Southern Utah banked in a half-court shot at the buzzer. Like I said, I had some rough ones tonight, and this one just happened. I go, of course that went in. And then they even reviewed it. Initially, they said no go, and I go, he got it off. This is one of those nights. Fucking ridiculous.
And then my best play of the night. I got people DMing me about this.
Man, you didn't even play it on the show.
Yeah, I did. I fucking
show?
said, I go, if I find this, I said, if
You
I
didn't
find
find
this,
it.
I'm going to battle you.
I found it.
No.
And it wasn't even until the end of the show. You had me do the
and
dirty
it wasn't
work
only
for
you. It wasn't only you. I got multiple DMs showing me
I'm
this.
pulling up this fucking
multiple DMs showing me this.
Before we move on from the fucking, here we go.
I knew I was right. I knew I saw what I saw. There's a reason why I locked it up on the picks page and on Twitter. Oh, there's the banked in 3. I thought you were gonna play my clip of them and Gillespie being chums.
That shot right there. Don't show that again. That hurts.
I played it on last night's outro.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But lock battle win for Dundee against these 2 bozos over here, with Tarleton State staying much within the number. 5-point loss to UTEP. Great play, Dundee. I appreciate you out there.
They dressed this one up at the end, but I'll tip my cap. UTEP was never covering this one, but they led by double digits for about 25 minutes of the game. So
Well, they still only scored 67 points, which was part of my handicap. I told you they can't fucking score. All right? And if I was getting 67, I was taking Tarleton every time. I didn't know,
think Charlton
even if
could score 50.
Yeah, my
I thought it
part
would
of
be a
the
10-point
handicap
win.
was
I thought it would be a
Tarleton
10-point win for UTEP. I thought they would get to 57, 55, something like that. But
still would have been
overall,
one of the highest point totals in the last month.
Overall, it was a great handicap by Pick Dundee. Appreciate you guys being on the show
Pulled
last night.
some shit out of his ass, made me go find
5
something
and
on
3,
Twitter.
5 and 3 on locks, and I saw that, and you didn't even know about that, by the way. I told you I saw it, and it was deep.
They weren't as close as you made it out to be. I watched the handshake
Well, you
line. It
saw
was
it.
quick. It was a quick handshake.
Okay. Maybe they talk pregame. After you lose a game, I don't want to be friends with somebody. You know what I mean? Even my best friends, I'd be like, get the fuck out of here, dude. So
now they did honor Gillespie more than I thought they would.
Yeah.
They made it into a big deal. I knew that he was there.
Apparently,
he
it was his first time coming back.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought he had been back already, but yeah, they made it a big deal, and then he had
He
to
was
wear.
head coach 20 years ago.
I know the NCAA tournament team, and then what's the old coach's name there? Gaskins. He had them wear the jerseys to honor them. So yeah, it was his Super Bowl. So you were right there.
You know, part of what's great about this, double of vodka with a splash of OJ is there's a strong dose of victory in it.
Perfect.
I can taste it. That's a lock battle win. All right.
You got
all
over
right,
that
that's our
rock
show
game
on
from Sunday.
that's our recap on the show. It's not our show. Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I mean, look, we all have those nights, but I'm saying I felt watching that one. I got several DMs about this saying, Dundee, you're on point with Tarleton. These other folks didn't know what the fuck they were talking about with UTEP, but it's okay. It's okay. We all have, I just wanted to talk shit. I really just wanted to talk shit because honestly, it's not even the Tarleton UTEP play. I think it was more so that you guys tried to bring me into Northern Colorado and Montana. And I felt like you guys were ganging up on me, but it's okay. So we're going to get through this. Let's talk about tomorrow because I'll probably be horrible. You'll probably be amazing.
Northern Colorado is
Game
right
balls.
side. I will die on that sword.
Yeah. Game balls. How many are we doing here? 2?
Yeah. Louisiana Tech gets a game ball. That was win of the night.
Hell yeah. I mean, for me, I'll just say, I wasn't on the right side of this, but Charleston-Wofford's kind of a rivalry game, so give me Charleston. Where are you going with your second one?
We'll go Sheila. Big win at Grambling. They were down 7 early, battle back, and win by double digits.
I will go Middle Tennessee. I don't think it's an amazing win, but Cal Baptist is a solid team. You didn't trip up against them. Give me a game ball. All right, folks, before we get to tomorrow's slate, I have no slides because I've been on a million fucking shows. Monday's my day where it's really hard for me to build the slides time-wise. But I want to tell you, the college basketball experience is brought to you by MyBookie.ag. MyBookie's been running on SGPN for years. Check out their new and improved website. It's great, absolutely great on mobile. Plus props for every game, and the live dealer casino is always a blast. They got new cash out options too, which are fantastic. I personally love Ohio State against Tennessee this Saturday, minus the 7 at home there in Columbus. I say lay it, lock it up. I see this as a 24-6 type of game. Head over to mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN for 100% deposit match up to $1,000. Plus, they're going to give you a little $10 casino chip to get your beak wet. That's mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is the #1 AI-powered sports betting platform, and it helps provide bettors of all levels the ability to build custom predictive betting models in seconds and get predictions for betting on money lines, totals, spreads, props, everything. All right, you can sit back and copy one of the top-performing models from the leaderboard, or you can build your own. All right. That's what I do. Select what I like and adjust around that. You can now track the props in the Rhythm app. They got college hoops, they got college football, they got NFL, they got NBA, they got it all. Get on over there. Claim your free 7-day trial period today by going to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That's RITHMM. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. Mac, what's your overall opinion of the slate today? Because it's I started building the slides and then I realized there's no way I'm getting through all of these. I made like 7. And then I said, I just can't do it. But overall opinion, and I'm going to grab a bottle of vodka, so be slow.
All right. My overall opinion, pretty good. What do you think, Noah? I think it's pretty good. The problem is you got some of your top games that are on neutral floors, which I don't like. I like, obviously, the home environments. Florida, North Carolina, the headline in Charlotte. Always good to get the Palmetto game down there in South Carolina with Clemson. Drake K-State's going to be a good one. And UC San Diego, Utah State's an underrated game.
Yeah, I would say.
And some Big East games.
I would say it's a little to be desired. Like, I think your probably marquee game of the day, like that everybody's going to tune into, is the one on ESPN, Florida, North Carolina. But I don't think North Carolina is that great. But they're probably going to. I mean, that's a home crowd. We'll get to handicapping that game. I'm excited about Clemson, South Carolina, in-state rivalry there. And also, I'm close to pulling the trigger, but I don't think I'm going to go to the Michigan State-Oakland game. But just very celebratory and festive mood at that game every year because Oakland knows that they're going in and donating a win, but Izzo and Campy are always joking around in between timeouts, so it's good stuff.
We do have a day game.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited about this. Like I said, no slides. My apologies. Shout out to Damani for understanding that it's tough. It's tough. Appreciate you, man. We do got a day game. 3 o'clock. I don't know, 3:30 Eastern. The Drexel Dragons are laying 2.5 at Howard at Byrd Gymnasium there in Washington, D.C. Look, remember last week, I think it was, or maybe it was Saturday, I forget. Wilmington was laying like 4.5 at Howard, and I go, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Right? I said, what the fuck is that line? Like, Wilmington's been pretty rock solid program over the past few years. And I just thought Howard has always been, like, to me, the past couple years, they've been way more talented than I think people give them credit for. But I look at this line too, and I see 7-4 Drexel just laying 2.5 against 5-6 Howard. And I say, is this fucking deja vu?
Well, Howard's had the history of the last couple of years of being feisty in these home spots against I mean, they took Cincinnati to overtime. Yeah, they almost beat Yale last year too. I think that game went down to the wire. I'm taking the Bison in the home dog in the standalone spot here.
I am too. This Drexel dragging bullshit out of here. All right.
Drexel's off a big win at Albany too. I mean, so this is their third straight road spot?
Yeah. I'm seeing 2.5. Same as you, Trevor. I'm seeing Drexel laying 2.5. I'll take Howard in the 2.5. We have to bet this, so
yeah. Howard. Let's go Bison.
See you out there. Let's go Bison. DC represent. Let's go. Next up, fascinating game. The RuPaul Blue Balls. DePaul heading into Queens. Take on these Johnnies where they lost by 27 points a year ago. Oh, how the times have changed. But, DePaul is 8-2. Probably should be 9-1 if you ask me. They're catching 12.5, 13. Shop around. I was ready to load up on St. John's here. But then I realized that Slick Rick has at Providence on deck. And we know
it's a return, yeah.
that's a return to the scene of the crime in a good way. But I'm saying, I just wonder, are they really paying attention to DePaul here? Give me these demons plus the points. No bet, though, because I'm terrified they could lose by 30. But I just wonder if it's a little bit of a look-ahead spot. Give me these demons. What are you doing here?
I like DePaul. I think we get a single-digit game. I think St. John's wins, but I think DePaul's proven himself where they're worthy of betting on him in this spot. I as a dog, I kind of like him where they're disciplined enough to stay in these kind of games, and I think St. John's will win. But like you said, I don't think it's a get-up spot for St. John's at all. They got Providence on deck, and they're kind of going through the motions right now, sitting at 8-2. Yeah, give me the points. Give me DePaul.
I just don't know about a lock. You're going to lock this. Go for it. Why not, Mac? Lock it up. DePaul, get the 13. Don't get the 12.5. We're giving them the 13 here. That's out there in the wild right now. Excited to watch it. Then we have, actually, what's the line on this right now? This is an intriguing game because
Which game?
we're talking North Florida, the Ospreys, who started the season so
playing
hot.
2.
I think Asheville's the right side. I'm going to lay the 2. It's in Asheville. This is a kind of a fascinating game to me, like a low key game.
I'll go North Florida because they won at North Florida last year. I think North Florida gets revenge, but no bet. I think this could be a heck of a game. I think it's a one-possession game either way.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch that one. I'm curious your thoughts. Give me 5 seconds here, but on Coastal Carolina and North Carolina A&T.
You're curious about that one? No, what's this line? I got A&T laying 2.5. I think A&T is the right side. What do you think, Noah? You got A&T losers of, 5 in a row? But they covered that Liberty game. They were chippy in that game. Home team, they're laying points. I think it's telling, although that did not come through tonight. I'll go back to the well and take A&T.
This is a hilarious line. Sorry, my dog.
I know.
I took my dog out. And he still had like the prong collar on him, and he was laying down, making sounds. And I was like, that probably hurts. Forgot to take the collar off you.
Actually, wait. They won at Coastal last year as a dog. Do we have a revenge spot for Coastal?
Let's take Coastal.
Yeah. I'm Benedictine. I'll take Coastal.
Let's go. Cocks up. Double lock. All these cocks.
They're not losing 2 years in a row to A&T.
Western Carolina, the Cats. Shout out to Weehawk, my guy. Hell of a good guy.
Speaking of the
However,
coach.
They're catching zillion points.
Yeah, 38.5 in Knoxville. But Knoxville, Tennessee's coming off that win. Give me the points. And these Cats, 38.5. I could be talked into a lock here just because Tennessee coming off the buzzer beater.
Yeah, I mean, it has to be the right side. 38? But didn't we do this with UT Martin?
I think Western Carolina is better than UT Martin.
I agree with that. Who's Tennessee got on deck? Just out of curiosity.
Christmas. They got Christmas on deck. And they have a football game, a big football game. Everyone's in Ohio. They're getting ready to go to Ohio. They can't spend that money going into Knoxville. They got Middle Tennessee on deck. I don't know. You could talk me into it, though, because I'm definitely taking the 38.5.
Yeah. I mean, they're off a back-to-back road spot, too. I think Western Carolina is the right side. I think Tennessee wins by 30.
Let's bet.
All right. Well,
look at these Cats. Come on, Weehawk. The Weehawk special's coming through. Southern is catching 22.5, taking on Chris Beard and the Ole Miss Rebels. Oof. We just gave Southern props a minute ago saying they beat La Tech.
La Tech.
You know, give me the points. No bet.
Ole Miss doesn't really smash in these games as much as we give them credit for. Yeah, give me Southern.
They just beat
Gardner
the shit
Webb.
out of Southern Miss by 31.
Yeah, but that wasn't
That's
like one
a
of
statement
the
game, though.
Yeah, like
yeah, I know
don't
it's a little brother.
view
it's not-
those like I'm thinking of who was it? Who was it that they played around with? South Alabama or Grambling? They beat Grambling by 2. That's who I'm thinking.
Detroit last year, they won by
Detroit
1
last year.
against
Yeah,
Detroit.
yeah.
Yeah, give me Southern. Gardner Webb's in Statesboro taking on Georgia Southern. Georgia Southern's laying 2.5. I think wrong team's favorite. Give me Gardner Webb to get done.
I'll take Gardner Webb as well.
And then we get to a big one here. Charlotte, North Carolina. The North Carolina Tar Heels are catching 4 or 3.5. Shop around against these Florida Gators and Todd Dick Pick Golden. Lock. Carolina money line. This is a Jordan event. Jordan. I have sources. Cut a big check to North Carolina to get Belichick.
It makes sense. Him and Lawrence Taylor.
Well, Lawrence Taylor might have cut a big line of coke. And I love LT. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to shit on him. In fact, I'll do one with you, buddy. All right. But they didn't have the money Jordan does. Jordan, I think this is a C-note game. All right. This is a C-note game here. Florida's undefeated, top 10, your event in Charlotte, North Carolina. Give me these Tar Heels. Money line. And I know I've been fading Florida with Arizona State and someone prior to that. But this is the last time I fade Florida. If I'm wrong here, I think Carolina's going to dethrone them right here. Money line. Money line play, Mac. Let's go.
Yes, I will join you here. Carolina, like you said, is really good in this event. Last year, they knocked off undefeated Oklahoma in this. I think that they knock off Florida here. Feels like a scheduled loss for Florida. Carolina finally gets that marquee win that they've lacked here for the whole non-con. So, yeah, I'll take the Tar Heels in their own state. I'm assuming Noah's here to battle us.
Yeah, I'm assuming we're going to battle with this Florida Gator. I can't tell. Is that fucking Billy Donovan there? Who the fuck is that over there? Huh? How you doing, buddy?
Nope, I'm coming along with you guys. North Carolina in this iteration of this tournament, 2-0. It's basically home games for them. I mean, what are we talking about here? The other thing is, like, I truly do believe that this is the best team that Florida's played up until this point of the season. I already went through the schedule that they had played. Florida State was one of the teams, Virginia and Arizona State, taking a clear step up, in my opinion, in strength of opponent here with
Mac,
North Carolina.
You hear that shot at Arizona State?
On a true road. It's basically a true road game. And they soften up all these guys, giving them a bunch of gear. And yeah, North Carolina is going to show up. And I think it's a very, very fun game. It's going to be very high scoring. But North Carolina, they find a way to win it. Money line.
Triple lock on the Tar Heels. Joey Jackson, you guys are cold. Speak for your fucking self, man. All right, because let me tell you something. Friday I was cold. Saturday winning day. Sunday winning day. Monday winning day. Is that the definition of someone that's cold, Mac? I take offense to it. Take offense.
Yeah, I was cold tonight, but I also went 82 and 50 last week, so I was due for a little bit of an egg here tonight.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, like, okay. I had a shitty night on Friday. We're good for one a week, I feel like, maybe. I just correct these statements. If you're going to come out here, the show's recorded. We hit record. It's all there for you to go and watch. You know what I mean? It's all there. All right? It's the gift that keeps giving. All right? This is the what does he say? This is the season of fucking perpetual hope or some shit. What did that bitch say in Home Alone? It's the season of perpetual hope. A tuba player saved her.
I
Saved
forget
her
his
to get it
fucking
back.
name. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think it was the mother. The mother says it. She goes on a rant to John Candy. She was trying to get in John Candy's van, which is about the only time a girl ever tried to get in John Candy's van, right? And shout out, rest in peace to the great John Candy. I'm just saying. I'm sure he wasn't known for the ladies, but love John Candy. Love John Candy. Anyway, what the fuck are we talking about? Where are we at? William Peace is taking on Greensboro. We don't have a line for that. But Towson. Oh, no, we have West Georgia, Charlotte. Do you have a line on this? I don't have a line on this.
Charlotte is laying 15.5.
What? We got to lock West Georgia.
Feels trappy, doesn't it?
I'm going to the well. I'm locking this.
Well, wait, West Georgia's off their first win.
Dude, how many times have they lost? Like, Long Island beat Charlotte. Like, what are we doing here?
I'm not taking them off their first win. They fucking partied. I saw their videos. They were jacked up. They won that game on Saturday.
Winning builds confidence. Lock. Give me the Wolves. Come howl at the moon with fucking West Georgia. Let's go. Give me the 15.5. This Charlotte bullshit out of here. Clits. They just won. They're off a big win, too. They're off a big win, too, against Georgia State. Atlanta-Charlotte's a rivalry.
Yeah,
all
but
right?
it's not their first Division I win.
True. But I still think it's just too many. Charlotte can win by 10, and we still hit the bet. Let's go. I'm betting it. Towson is at Robert Morris. What the hell is this line? You see the line out there on this? I don't see a line.
Yeah, isn't Bob favored by like 1 or something?
1.5.
Townsend's
Give me Bob Morris.
Towson's been kind of underwhelming, man. They've lost what, 5 in a row? Is this the one where they get it done?
No, I'm going to take Rob Morris. Bob Morris. No bet though. I'm staying away from this game. Actually, you know what? You're probably right. 5 in a row. Give me Towson, but I'm not going to lock this game. Towson looks like shit every time I watch him.
Yeah. I mean, Bob Morris has lost 3 in a row. So, I mean, they're both struggling coming in this game. God, I don't know where to go. Give me Bob Morris. No bet. I ain't touching this fucking game.
I was just asked this on VSiN. St. Bonaventure rivalry game taking on Siena. The Bonnies are laying 7.5 at Siena. Oh my, do I have a dog for us to potentially throw money on?
Yeah, we gotta put Siena
the Bonnies
in
are
there.
10-1. The Bonnies are 10-1 off of a Providence win.
Yep.
Dude, give me my guy Jerry Mack. Give me the points. Sprinkle the fucking money line. Sprinkle the money line.
And Siena has won outright the last 2 times that the Bonnies have gone to Siena. They struggle with them.
This place will be lit. This is the one game where they'll have fans.
Yes. Lock.
Double lock.
Siena.
Do we got a triple lock?
Triple lock.
Phoenix?
Let's do
Siena.
it.
Let's go.
Sprinkle on that money line too.
Oh, hell yeah.
Small world when you've got unbelievable tits, right?
Great line. Wasn't trying to hit that button.
Nice
where is this? Yeah. Where the fuck is this here?
Welcome to the party, pal.
Triple lock on the Saints of Siena. Get yourself a St. Bernard. Big ass dog. Everyone's afraid of him. Her. Was Cujo a St. Bernard?
He was a
Cujo
mix.
was a St.
He was
Bernard,
like
right?
more of a mutt,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to remember. Big fan of Cujo. I guess. So do you guys want to get really rich?
Don't tell me you're talking about East Carolina.
Because I find it disrespectful that the airport can just fly on in to Greenville. No airport in Greenville. All right. So they're going to have to go to Raleigh, take a fucking charter bus all the way to G Vegas. You think it's going to go well for you? Why is ECU laying 3? I'm sorry, laying 7.5 when they've lost 3 straight, right? This is a smash spot for these Pirates. And this is a good opportunity to say it. Say it along. We can all say it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
And may the Schwartz spirit
Let's go. This is it. They win by 10. FIU is 1-3 on the road. To the Hawk Hogan. I mean, the line is telling you, Mac, to take ECU.
Yep, I agree. I was on North Alabama last game. I like ECU and the bounce back. I think they win by double digits. I'll lock it up. Get this FIU shit out of here.
Let's fucking go. Get out of here and boom! Let's hear it again. I tell you, the first thing I do when I get a lot of money, I'm talking a lot of money, like my moat money, I'm learning how to play the fucking saxophone like that because I'm going to be covering that shit from the, from the what's it called? The tower. What am I looking for here? The,
I don't know.
They're big. I was going to say clock tower, but it's not true. What am I looking
You're
at
the
here?
one
Well,
that spent time on that campus. I have no idea what the fuck you're.
No, I'm not talking about the actual campus. I'm talking about just like when you live by the ocean and you have a moat and there's a big ass. I'm a little brain dead. I've done like 6 shows today, and I've been drinking. But I'm talking about. They got the fucking light post. Yeah, light tower. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. I was gonna say lighthouse. That's what I'm looking for. God damn it! I'm gonna have myself a lighthouse. I'm gonna learn that saxophone. And at midnight every night when the moon is going over that goddamn ocean, I'm going to play the saxophone, and I'm going to have a goddamn chorus outside like Kanye has downstairs, sitting there in the grass singing We Believe. It's going to be fucking fantastic. You better hope I never get fuck you money. You better pray I never get fuck you money because that's the type of shit I'm going to be doing. All right? I'm a beacon of light. That's a smash play, by the way. ECU and Bieniek, I'm surprised you didn't come here to lock that thing. You are misguided, my friend. Winthrop, Mortimer, they're heading into Saudi Arabia to take on Saudi Arabia State. Florida State's laying 11.5.
This is an interesting line.
Why is this line so big? I feel like it should be like 8.5. Am I crazy?
I'm gonna lay with Florida State. No bet.
Yeah, I'll lay it too. Oakland is catching 16.5 at Michigan State. It's a big, big number. I'll take Oakland. No lock.
So
Michigan State
I'm trying to remember. This one is actually at the Detroit Pistons arena, not in East Lansing. They drilled them last year. I kind of want to bet Oakland. Campy, best friend game.
I said I'm taking Oakland, but
yeah,
man, I just don't know about locking it because there's games where they look really bad.
Sparty's off of 4 or 5 big time wins. 4 out of 5 big time wins. I think it's kind of a sleepy spot for them at a neutral site. Give me Oakland, lock it.
Max flying solo, but I agree with the side he's on.
That's
Oakland
friends.
plus 16.5. I feel like that's a makeup for the Gillespie spot. I appreciate what you did there. Palmetto Bowl. Clemson
They play
laying
every year.
2.5.
They literally, they wear sweater vests in this front, the Christmas sweaters in this fucking game.
Dude, why the fuck does the whole crowd not wear those sweater vests? They should be wearing that shit. I know. Christmas sweaters.
Yeah.
I think I've always thought that there's an angle there.
Bieniek loves this game.
Hey, Bieniek, can you load up the SGPN merch store and show us the what we offer when it comes to the Christmas sweater game?
Yeah, I can.
I know I'm getting drunk over here, so I might forget. There's this. But I was saying,
I'll show it as we go out because it'll kill my computer.
Oh, yeah.
You have to handicap his computer.
I'll show it like when
that's the ultimate handicap too.
When we're getting close to signing off, I'll pull up the store.
How great is this, Colby? These two little fucking guys right here.
No, I look. I mean, Campy's incredible. Great. Izzo's great.
They're both icons in the state. Like both of them,
you know
gigantic figures.
I love about it.
The communities.
I love it because they don't take themselves too fucking serious. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I feel like they're like our whole fucking society needs to chill the fuck out. Never take yourself so fucking serious. It's like, come on, man. Like,
it's easy to be loose when there's no pressure on you at your job. Like Izzo is like gonna be there until he dies at this point. Like I don't think.
Okay, but Mike Leach was notorious for this. Why do you think Mike Leach is so low?
He's in like year 42.
I don't think it has anything to do with that, though. I think had this been presented to themselves prior, they would probably still do this thing. Leach would wear fucking glasses and shit. Like, I just think more people need to do that. It's just like okay, like all of this sport is also entertainment. Like, just relax. Everything is. Listen to fucking Popovich with like a political message every fucking game. It's like, I get it. I know where you side. More power to you, but you fucking just ram it down your fucking throat. Relax, enjoy life a little bit. Enjoy a little. I don't even give a fuck. I truly don't even give a fuck. But I'm just like, why do you have to do it every fucking press conference? It's like
he's so angry too when he does
it. Just enjoy life. You're gonna be dead in like 15 years. Enjoy fucking life.
I'm gonna love these Belichick press conferences at North Carolina. By the way.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to have to change his approach because you can't do that to a student newspaper, right? Well, maybe you can. I don't know. Maybe you can. I mean, I don't know.
When he does.
I should start going to those press conferences.
Jim Boeheim. Anyway, he did it to the fucking Syracuse newspaper every game. He hated those guys.
I just hate. Like, I'm okay with like if like Pop wanted to mention that one or two times, I'm like, cool. You know, like use your voice. But it's almost like you do that like 100 times. You're just like, okay, I get it. I'm not like I'm not even like offended by it. It's just like because I don't give a shit about the politics that you have. Like I respect your opinion to speak it, like your freedom to do that. But it's like, at what point does that just become like, are you that agitated? Just fucking chill out, man. Smoke a fucking joint. Have a cocktail. Enjoy life. You're a fucking millionaire. You made it. All right. You made it. You won championships. You'll be in fucking books 200 years from now. If we don't blow each other up. 200 years from now, everyone's going to be reading about Greg Popovich. Chill the fuck out. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. All right. Just relax. All right. Anyway, we got the Palmetto Bowl. I'm excited about this one. Clemson's laying 2.5 against my guy Lamont Paris, my darling of last season.
Clemson.
I'm actually going to bet Clemson. I'm going to bet Clemson. They're much older. They're much older. Even though I'm a South Carolina guy at heart, especially they just got my guy. They just got my guy there. This is a lock. Are we triple locking this too? Because we're triple locking a lot of shit. I'm terrified.
Bounce back.
Bieniek, are you with us?
Yep. Clemson off the loss against Memphis.
Now we got a problem.
I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to talk there. Go.
No, you're good. That was all I had to say.
Triple lock. Clemson -2.5. Oh, NC Nick's been talking to me for about 3 weeks trying to get me to go to this game.
This is a great game. This is the NC Nick game.
I thought I was going to go, and then I was like, do I really want to go? I've been to Cameron Indoor before. But I do love George Mason. But those little bitches never respond to me, even though I rep their program through and through. Start your football program. All right? You got 40,000 people at your university. I have a rule, Mac. Like, once you get over 10,000, if you don't have a football program, I question what the hell you're really doing. All right? Like, you have 40,000 people at your university.
Do you have a rule of over 10,000, or do you just have a rule that schools need a football program?
Well, to me, like, it's just...
I think you just say it to fucking...
Well, no, you should play football. Like, football game, it's taught me more. I know I'm drunk talking to you right now, but I'm just saying, like, it teaches you more, like, the risk of football or basketball, but in general, just sports in general, but football specifically, it's a great sport to learn about. I think it's a great metaphor for life. It works out. Mason, the Redskins have been ripped apart. If you go back, I grew up in that area. I know Clark did too. I know a lot of other people did too. My guy Tony, that's somewhere out there in the world. I don't think he's in the chat right now. But Mac, you grew up there, and to me, like my pops. Take my pops for example. My dad, diehard Redskin fan since the 40s, the 1940s. He was born in the 40s, but his dad was a diehard Redskin fan. They're gone. My dad refuses to watch the NFL. He's out on everything for a lot of reasons, but a lot of it has to do there's just a lot with the Redskins organization specifically. There's just so many angles to it, whether it's Snyder, whether it's the name change, whether it's moving it to FedEx, whether it's, there's so many different angles at this. There's no team in DC that plays at that level. Georgetown plays, but George Mason's sitting there. You had Brad Edwards, a former Redskins safety, as your athletic director for like a decade. Guess who the assistant AD was? Darryl Green, one of the greatest Redskins of all time. And you sit there with 40,000 as an enrollment, and you got JMU 2 hours away that is just killing it at every sport, by the way. And I can't help but notice it's probably a trickle-down effect from football, because that's pretty much how it goes. See Bill Belichick in North Carolina's hiring and see what the fuck their chancellor, their AD, everything is said about that. We have to go all in football. And you just see George Mason shit in the bed. It's very annoying. It's very annoying that they don't have a football program.
Yeah, anyway. Especially because they're right there. I mean, it makes no sense. There's no team in that area.
You could steal the whole damn town if you just cared. Just cared one bit. But not only that, you could really be a form of education. Like I buy into that shit. Like I know you think I'm three drinks deep, and I am. I'm more than that. But I would tell you this sober. Like, to me, you learn, like, there's a big reward to playing sports in general. You learn how to lose, first off, because that's what the world's going to do to you. But it's in football, it's a great, I would argue with any fucking person on the planet that football is great for the fucking world. Anyway, George Mason's catching 19.5 at Duke, and I think I'm going to ride George Mason, despite they never answer me. All right, I've even tuned into their goddamn, rec league football games or whatever the hell you want to call those things. Give me the 19.5.
I think I'm going to take the points too. Mason, we saw Mason play at Marquette already this year. They were in that game. That was a hell of a game, and then it got blown open late. I think it's a similar game. Duke wins by 15.
Yeah. Yeah. Shout out to JW in the chat. Clark, Joey Jackson, fucking with me. I appreciate it all. Yeah, I'm not going to bet that. I don't think I'm going to go there unless NC Nick's unless he's buying me I don't know. I don't even think you can drink on that campus. Have you ever been to Duke's campus? Good God.
Yeah, it's private school pussy.
Dude, you go to Duke's campus, you're convinced that, there's a lot of Epstein Islands. I'll just say that. Oh, yeah. Like that, you're just like, what the fuck am I at? I mean,
These are the
it's
same
actually
people that were sending me death threats because I said Filipowski was a pussy. I mean, think about who we're talking about here.
dude. Duke's campus is like the best way to compare it is like it's like a place in Star Wars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like where it's like, you're just like, was this real? Like,
Yeah.
what is this? Is this real?
Those fucking people, those fuckers are weird. Like people
Dude,
that go to Duke are fucking weird. That's the best
it's
way
a
to
beautiful
describe
campus, but it's
Yeah.
almost like, how is this possible? Because you can drive like 7 miles in the other direction. You see just like poor people. You're like, I don't know if you know this, but there's like, they got everything right there. Just walk a little further. Walk a little further. They got shit you never seen. Like it looks like just like a fake town, like a sci-fi movie of like we're all like Dune or whatever. It's like up there is people that you can't speak to them. You know what I mean? You're on the bottom of the totem pole. You can't speak to them. Anyway, Duke's campus is fantastic, but it still makes me just wonder about the planet.
NC State is by far the most normal in that triangle.
No, I can't say that.
Carolina's fucking weird too now.
No,
they got some fucking
NC
weirdos
State,
there too.
I'll say NC State is like, I don't know. They're like the, they're like
this is just false. False.
Well,
yeah, if you want to be a fucking douchebag, go to Duke. If you want to go get fucking drunk and have a fucking party, go to West Virginia. Those two aren't even comparable. Get the fuck out of here.
I've been drunk and I've played the NC State fan before for the sake of college entertainment. You always got to know what it is. There's a photo out there of me in an NC State shirt at a football game, tailgating, and they won that night, by the way, against number 1 Florida State. But the worst part about NC State is like their fan base is like the kind of people that would tell the teacher about the homework assignment. You know what I mean? Like that. Like that's Duke's fan base. They're like stuck up. You know what I mean? Like Duke basketball got so big that it's like it's bigger than that. But Duke originally, I feel like hardcore, like people that went to the University of Duke stuck up. And I get it. A lot of private schools, Vanderbilt, Northwestern, there's a bunch of ones like that. But where I find it different here is NC State's is just, how many times do I got to tell the story? ECU played at NC State. ECU beat NC State. We stormed the field on their campus, tear down the goalpost. They don't want to play us for 20 fucking years, 25 years, I think it was. They don't want to play us. They said they're removing all games off the schedule. Yeah, they're removing all games off the schedule because we were classless. And it's like, oh, fuck off. It's supposed to be a rivalry, right? The fuck are you supposed to do? I expect you to do the same at ECU. Just little bitches. That's to me, NC State. They're the type that they're like, oh yeah, we're all collegey. Like they're a rowdy fan base too. Like they will get rowdy, but then like if you cross the line a little bit, they're oh my god, yeah, how could you do such a thing? What a despicable thing! Fuck off. All right.
It's like
Fuck
Duke
NC
with the
State.
court storming.
Yeah, that's true. NC State probably backed him on that, by the way. Anyway,
you're a danger.
I'm excited about
You're a danger. You put him in danger. It's like, how does nobody else get fucking hurt except this slapdick? It's over there trying to trip people.
Yeah. Hey, Brandon, no one's scared of ECU, but no, that's like, you can look it up. That's a fact. Jimmy Valvano was their athletic director at the time, by the way. And he said, we're not scheduling them ever again. And obviously,
when's that game? I haven't even looked at the bowl. I know West Virginia played
I think 28th, I think it is. 28th. But this is a fact, so no one's scared of ECU. No, NC State was for 20 years. It's a fact.
Now you
can look this up.
You get to play
you
the
can
bowl
look this
game
up.
and opening day next year. It's fascinating.
You little bitches. I think he's an NC State fan too. You little bitches were afraid. All because we took down your goalpost. Because they have no class. Because you took down our goalpost. Fuck off, dude. Fuck off. You're little fucking bitches. Over the line. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. We took down the goalpost. No, that's classless. Fuck you. Fuck you. What? Classless is what? What? You guys would never do a home and home. We'd have to do a 2-1. So forgive me for going into your shitty little stadium with your fucking Roman Gabriel bullshit. All right, and tearing down the goalpost. You guys are always just trash. All right, you're trash. And what have you guys ever done? You're still hanging on to Jimmy V. All right. What have you done in football? You're nothing. You haven't won an ACC championship since color television. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck is going on here? You guys have had great players through there, and you still can't get it done. You're a disappointment at every level, and you're just a pussy institution. That's why you're the pussy pack forever. Forever. Got to the Final Four last year in basketball. Cool. Okay. If that's a win for you. Me, at ECU, our expectations were a mid-major, right? But I expect the national championship. All right? Fucking NC State trash. Anyway, James Madison's at Wake Forest. Wake Forest is laying 7.5.
This game's intriguing.
Why is this line so short?
I mean, JMU's good. Yeah, I'm going to take the points. It's a French lock, man. Wake fucks around in these games.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me JMU. The line's telling you. Holy Cross is at, oh boy. They're at Quinnipiac. The Aqueducts laid 8.5. I got to take Holy Cross. I can't lay 8.5 with the fucking Aqueduct. What's going on here? What's this line? What are you doing?
Yeah, give me Holy Cross. Too many points. It's fucking Quinnipiac shit out of here.
You know, the Unabomber was wearing an NC State shirt too in one of his photos. There's a lot. We can have a lot of fun here. Anyway, Marist laying 1.5 against Stony Brook.
Our Seawolves came through the other day.
I kind of think we should take Marist here.
Yeah, I do too. Coming back home. But these games,
I think we should bet Marist.
Marist is playing some good basketball. I think this line fucking stinks though. 6-2 versus 3-7. The line's only 1.5.
It does stink. Okay, no. Let's stay away. You're right.
Yeah.
Give me Marist. No bet.
There's some regionality there too.
UNLV is heading to the UD Arena to take on Dayton. Damn, this line jumped up, man. I was doing the SGP show. This line was shorter. UNLV won by 8 last time they played, which was, I think, a year and a half ago. But
is Dayton going to fuck them up?
I think Dayton is going to fuck them up, but it keeps climbing, man. 11.5.
They are.
I'm going to lay it.
They are off the big Marquette win, but they ain't going to overlook UNLV, man. That's I'll lay it too. I think they open it up.
Jacksonville State's catching 17.5 at Mizzou. I actually think we should take Mizzou.
I was going to say, where are we at situational spot-wise? I mean, they had LIU. They got They do have the big. Yeah, they got the big one against Illinois on Sunday.
Oh, yeah, actually, maybe you're right.
Yeah,
let's take the Cox. No bet.
Yeah,
no bet.
Go Cox. They lose by 16.
St. Francis is at Maryland. St. Francis catching 34.5. You're gonna have to talk me into this. I mean, I'm taking St. Francis, but I have gotten drilled by Maryland so many fucking times this year. I feel like it's been 3 times that I've taken the points, being like, there's no way Maryland can cover this. And Maryland's not only won, but they've covered like with ease. What are you doing here?
God, I would have bet St. Francis so bad.
I'm shell shocked. Like I can't do it. I can't do it. Give me St. Francis, but I can't bet it.
I'll dive in.
But
how many they ain't gonna cover this?
How many people are gonna be here, man?
That's what I mean. I think Maryland wins by 27.
I can't do it.
34 with St. Francis.
For your sake, you should be happy I'm not touching this. Yeah. You should bet St. Francis. Out there should bet St. Francis. I am not. Money line, Mac. Lock it up. The red flash plus 34.5. Wichita State is laying 14.5 points against UMKC. God damn it. I want to bet UMKC, but this arena is one of those arenas where the Koch brothers, there's bodies buried underneath the goddamn arena. But I'm telling you, I can't do it. I got to lay it because this arena is to me like maybe take the points, but I'm saying don't bet the game just because like I feel like they fuck up UMKC here. Like historically, I think this is like one of those arenas where it's kind of like UD Arena or the Tops Arena, where like when you get on a run, you get on a fucking run, in my opinion here. But since it's in state, give me the points. But I'm not betting this either. What are you doing here?
I like UMKC too. It's
wait, is this in state? Is Kansas? No, because Kansas City is Missouri.
It's somewhat regional. It's somewhat. I'll take the Ruse.
I'll take the Ruse too. No lock. Central Michigan's catching 19.5 at Hail State.
Bieniek, what are we doing?
I think we got to lay it because Hail State was playing with their food. What? I think 2 games in a row, was it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll lay it.
I'm going to lay it. Dan Marley's not walking through that door. Now this I have a lock. Seton Hall is catching 9 points against Villanova. I'm locking up Seton Hall. I don't think Villanova is 9 points better than almost any team in the country. Give me the 9. Shaheen Holloway coaching advantage. 9's too much in this fucking game. Sprinkle the money line. Mac?
I will join you on this one. For whatever reason, Seton Hall's good against or they're competitive against the high majors for whatever reason, and they suck against the mid majors. I think Villanova coming in hot here. I think this is going to be a typical Big East rugby match. Give me the points. Seton Hall.
Double lock on these Pirates. Let's go. Valparaiso is catching 21.5 in Columbus against Ohio State. Ohio State's due. Lay it. What are you doing?
I'll lay it.
Georgia State is catching 38.5 at Auburn. Auburn's so good that I'm just like, I'm not even paying attention to the situational spot. I'll lay it. No, 38.5 is too many. Give me Georgia State.
Yeah, I'm on Georgia State.
Purdue next for Auburn, too.
Yeah, I mean, 38's a lot. They win by
38.5. It's insane. Lamar is in Hattiesburg taking on Southern Miss.
This has got to be the fade Lamar spot.
I can't bet Southern Miss, man. They look so bad the other night.
Is it a get right back at home, though?
I mean, I'll take him. I'm not betting this. I'm not betting Southern Miss.
Lamar's been the team of the week back-to-back weeks. I'm fading it. I'll lock Southern Miss or win outright.
Woo! What a lot, Mac. Flying with the Golden Eagles. Drake, Kansas State in Kansas City, Missouri, of all places, at the T-Mobile Center.
Big 12.
Nope. I'm locking up Drake. I don't think Kansas State's that good. I think Drake's continuity will be the difference. Look at that money line of plus 105. Let's go. We battling?
Yes. I'm on K-State. They've had 10 days off since St. John's. Game got away from them, but I actually think they've been playing better over the last 5 games for the most part. So give me Kansas State to hand Drake their first loss.
Bieniek?
Yeah, I'm going to label this a sell high spot on Drake. They were just doing a bunch of interviews with Field of 68. McCollum did an interview with them, and then they interviewed 4 players and put that out there on YouTube. So, yeah, Kansas State, right after the day after this all gets posted, yeah, they're smelling themselves a little bit here. They come back down to earth against a solid Big 12 team. I think they're probably bottom half, but it's still Kansas State and Jerome Tang. I'll take the Wildcats. I think it's a sell high on the Drake Bulldogs here.
Now we got a problem. Now we got a problem.
We got a battle in Kansas City. Dundee on these Bulldogs. McIntyre on these Wildcats.
I got Veasan on in the background because I was waiting for your segment earlier to know when we were gonna go. And it's on in the background on mute, and then I just look up and I just see your head front because it's the rerun, and I was like, "Well, what the fuck? Why is he there and here?"
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
I didn't even know.
Seeing two of you right now.
And I'm not getting that check in the mail. I'll never forget that I was at a bar once and I was talking to Bud Bundy. Don't ask me why or how. I was drinking cocktails and I saw Bud. It was at a random bar in Hollywood. And I saw Bud Bundy just having drinks. And I was drunk enough for it. Nor I feel like sober me wouldn't have said, "Hey, it's fucking Bud Bundy." Right? And I did. And I said, "Hey, how you doing, man?" Then we start talking. Right? Start talking about everything. And obviously, Bud Bundy is I'll just say, nice human being, Bud Bundy. But what the hell was I talking about again? What was my point on this?
Well, I saw
Bud
two
Bundy,
of you in the background while I have you on here.
No. He started telling me about the residuals. He started telling me about I would have never had this conversation if I was sober. But I said, "Dude, how does that work residual wise?" And I go, I think I had a buddy that did an AT&T commercial that made a bunch of money. And I did a CarMax commercial once and I didn't make anything besides the original rate. And I was like, "Did I sign a shitty deal?" I was drunk asking him. I was probably really annoying to him. I mean, he was drinking, but I was like pretty hammered, and I was just like, "Dude, what am I doing here? You got some representation I can get on? What's going on?" I love how I'm asking Bud Bundy's agent, who hasn't done a gig in probably 20 fucking years, but I was still doing it. And he said, "Dude, I kill it on residuals." He's like, "There's a Married with Children going on like 22 hours of the day around the world." And I was like, "Really?" And I go, "You get a check every time?" And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "I'll just go to my mailbox and it'll be a check full of money." And I was like, "Damn it. You're a fucking genius." And then I was saying, I was comparing that to, I didn't know that I was on replay on Veasan. How do I get residuals? How come that doesn't work? How come that didn't carry over into the John Clayton realm of the world? Or the Chris Berman. Not that I'm them, but I'm saying I feel like they should get residuals for every time. What happened here?
They should throw you a bone.
That's what I'm saying. Can I sue them? Or am I never going to be on Veasan ever again? Let me just.
You ain't going to be invited back.
I'm joking. No, someone's going to tag me in this. They're going to be fired from Veasan, even though I'm not hired by Veasan. I don't know. It's a very confusing fucking thing. But
you're talking Clemson in Texas right now. Clemson football, Texas football.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Shout out to Bud Bundy. Take the points. And I need points on the back end like Bud Bundy did. What's Bud Bundy doing in the world? Hell of a nice guy. Hell of a nice guy. Anyway, what the fuck are we talking about here? Seattle is taking on Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky's laying 7.5. I actually think we should lay the 7.5 here.
6.5.
I think we should probably lock this. Seattle go across. Seattle, just the mindset going into Bowling Green, Kentucky. Fucking hilarious. Let's triple lock this.
I'm on it. Let's go.
Triple lock way too much shit tonight, but yeah.
The home team.
Triple lock. Tops. All right, next up.
It's a simple system fade of Seattle on the road. They've hit the road 4 times this season. The 6.5 number they've only covered once, and it was at Cal Poly. They lost by 7 at Eastern Washington. They got murdered by 22 at Duke, and they got murdered by 16 at UTEP. Western Kentucky probably pulls away in this one.
I'm with you, and hopefully you didn't catch my son in the background.
No, I didn't hear it.
Okay.
I thought it was an ambulance.
Oh, perhaps it was. Yeah. I mean, just a great spot. Seattle on the road is ass, and then
I'm
arena.
Gonna go and pull up on YouTube a screenshot of Colby's face as soon as he heard. That was great.
Well, it's tough because you're in the gray area of is my wife asleep, or do I have to respond? Tennessee Tech is in Macomb taking on Western Illinois. Western Illinois is laying 1.5.
OVC opener.
Dude, I think Tennessee Tech's a better team. Give me Tennessee Tech. No bet.
Yeah, I like Tennessee Tech. It is tempting. Check the picks page on this one.
Houston Christian is getting 5.5 in Monroe, Louisiana against ULM. This game's hilarious for me. Houston Christian's winless on the road. I'm going to lay the 5.5.
I'm going to take the 5.5.
Yeah, don't bet this game. Boise State's laying 22.5 to Texas Southern. Give me the points here. Give me the points. Overtime win by Boise the other day. Texas Southern, proud program. No bet though. What are you doing here?
Agreed. I'm taking the points.
Radford is in Fort Collins. Radford been on the West for a minute here. Take it on Colorado State. Playing 11.5. Dude, we should bet Radford, right? Or have they been on the West too long?
Well, I mean, they got used to the elevation.
Radford. Let's bet Radford.
Yeah, I think Radford's alive in this game.
I think they're live too in this game. I don't think. I mean, I get it. You're at home. Let's do this. Let's bet Radford.
Go
lock.
Radford.
11.5 points. Sprinkle the money line. Let's go. Game of the night, probably. I know people are thinking Florida at UNC, but what about UC San Diego? 9-2 on the road in Logan against 10-0 Utah State, and Utah State's laying 8.5. And you know what I'm doing, Mac? I'm locking your boy. Utah 25. It's been fun, Tritons, but you haven't been in an arena like this. You might have won some bullshit tournament in Del Boca Vista, Florida, but when you go into Logan, you never heard shit like that. All right? It's the sobriety. You never know what's going to happen. The sobriety makes you crazy. You know what I mean? They're going to be calling you all types of names. You're not going to be known. I mean, I don't even want to even imagine things you'll hear. But
I'm with you.
It's a great
Utah State.
Yeah. This might be my favorite play of the night.
Yeah.
This might be my favorite play of the night. They're going to fuck them up, dude.
They make shots in that building, man.
The arena is just the handicap. It's just that arena doesn't matter the coach. Doesn't matter the coach. It's like that place is going to be fucking bananas. And the momentum in that place, honestly, and I like UC San Diego a lot, but when I look at the schedule, they were in that tournament. They lost to San Diego State by 5, but I've been to games at San Diego State, and with all due respect to San Diego State, it don't get lit like that. Now, San Diego State, I've stormed the court at San Diego State, but there's just nothing on the schedule that has that meat. You're going to get fucked up. You're this is probably, I know we got to do our top plays at the end. They're not going to stand a chance. They're going to get fucking destroyed. This is a 25-point loss. 25-point loss. Florida A&M's at Utah. Same situation for the Rattlers. No,
Lay
Utah
it.
State is more lit than Utah, but it's still like they show out. These Utah fans, you know what I mean? They
They're
show
crazy.
up. What's this line? What's this
BYU.
line?
Yeah. 30.5. Lay it.
I'll lay it. Stetson is at LSU. LSU's laying 24.5. Ah, God. Jalen Reed's still out. Well, he's out for the season, I think. But
I'll lay it with LSU.
yeah, I'll lay it too. They're off a loss. Prairie View is catching 33.5 at UCLA, and I will take those points. What are you doing?
These games late suck.
Yeah.
I'll take the points. Yeah. Good Lord. No,
Yeah.
are you betting this?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying big time sandwich game for UCLA. They just played Arizona and they got North Carolina next.
Yeah, these games are awful late.
Denver is at Cal Poly.
Fucking Cal Poly.
Cal Poly's laying 10.5. I think they're gonna fuck up. I'm gonna lay it.
I think we should lay it too. I think the line's telling. They played an up-tempo pace, and Denver's a fade on the road. I'll lock up. Let's go. Cal Poly.
I'll join you. Give me the Mustangs minus 10.5. Let's ride.
They've come a long way that they're laying 10.5 in a game now.
That is true. Very true. Sac State is heading into Corvallis. I'm shell-shocked. But Sac State's getting 20? Didn't we just talk about them getting $50
Speaking
million?
of coming a long way.
20?
Sac State? Oregon State's off the big. They're off the big Irvine win.
I got 20 fucking points. Who do they have on deck? They got at Charleston on deck. Damn, that's
That's Hawaii.
Give me Sac State.
Hawaii. Yeah.
Give me Sac State.
Let's go. Sac State it up.
Yeah, Oregon State's got that MTE next to Diamond Head Classic.
I'll have you know that I'm winless betting against Oregon State, but this got to be a point. Final game of the night, Merrimack. The Warriors are coming out to play on the farm in Palo Alto. Stanford laying 15.5.
Oof.
Give me the points, man. I could be talking to a lock here, too.
Is this concern? Merrimack's won 4 in a row. I feel like Stanford's going to smack them. I'll lay with Stanford.
I'm taking Merrimack, but
it's a rest
that's
versus
our
rust
slate.
thing. Stanford's not played a game in 10 days.
They probably don't even.
They've won 4 in a row. It's been 4 hard games in a row. Far trip, Stanford.
I might bet Merrimack, especially if I'm winning on the night. Stick around. Top plays of the night. Didn't I give one out already today?
Utah State.
Yes. Utah State is 1. I will also say give me Clemson as 2. And at 3, how about part of me wants to take Seton Hall. Part of me says that we should take Western Kentucky. 3 will be Western Kentucky. Mac, fire.
I'll go North Carolina, 1. Get that win over Florida. I like Siena at number 2 over the Bonnies. And then at number 3, I will go with – who do I want to go with? Seton Hall. Seton Hall keeps it close against Villanova.
That almost made the cut. That was number 4 for me. So,
Dog
do what you will with that. Bieniek, fire.
Yeah, I have a small card, but I like this card quite a bit. My 5 plays for the night. The chat can rip on me for only having 5, but favorite plays: fading Seattle away from the crack house. Western Kentucky minus 6.5 there. As Seattle's just kind of gotten blown out on the road so far this season. I don't think they're as good as they've been in years past. Number 2, North Carolina. I think that's going to be a hornet's nest for a top 10 Florida team. with an undefeated record. I think they go down. North Carolina on the money line there, but +4 to be safe. I like Siena on the money line. I like Clemson, but I decided to go with Kansas State. A sell high on Drake, literally after the most media attention the program's gotten in years. I don't even know if Darian DeVries' best teams
That can
got
breed confidence.
interviews. Well, Kansas State's defense 71st in the nation in defensive turnover rate. Drake 353rd offensively, bottom 10 in the country in turnovers. I'll take the Wildcats minus the 1. All they gotta do is just win.
Saw that too.
All I gotta do is just win the game on the money line, and we either push or cover.
Look ahead spot for Drake, huh? They have Gottlieb on deck. All right, folks, that's our show. Noah Bieniek's on Twitter at NoahB77_. Give the man a follow. Shout out to 3802. Hit that. Yeah, let's tout that one. Folks, you're not going to see the show ever again if we don't get there. You have 14 days. That's just 2 weeks. I don't think we're going to make it. I'm kind of bummed out about it. I thought we had like faithful fucking listeners. And here's the worst part. I'm going to pull this up right now while we're talking. So we got to prolong the show. So start talking about fucking, I don't know, the last fucking concert.
Yeah,
we went to
I'm pulling up the SGPN store as we speak anyway.
Yeah, there we go. We got all this shit going on here. That's the most disappointing part. I'm going to get to a point where you're going to see, if you give me like a minute here, maybe more, because this computer's going a little slow. It's been rocking. It's been playing the classics. I'm going to actually give the people the numbers. I mean, because I'm such a – it's supposed to be behind the scenes, behind the curtain. You're supposed to have to hack my fucking password or something for this. But trust me, 1, 2, 3, 4 is – it's an obvious password. So,
OSUFB?
Yeah. I'm sorry?
It's a joke on the whole Ohio State football ticket dilemma.
That is funny. That is, I get it now. It went over my head for a second.
It's 4 a.m. I'll cut you some slack.
No, it's okay. This internet's taking a long time. I'm seeing a blank screen right now, but
I'm gonna beat you to the punch.
There you go. That? Get to it.
Yeah, here we go.
Well, I'm pulling up something different. I think
there's our Christmas collection. Shout out to R. Wright asking for bird rankings. $20 donation there. So maybe we could do some bird rankings and
shout out to R. Wright.
Hold these computers some more time. But Christmas collection, right here, front page SGPN. You go to store.sportsgamblingpodcast.com. And yeah, we've got plenty of stuff here. You can get the Dundeisms collection, or in here in holiday. Here's our ugly sweaters, although I think they look kind of cool. Nose beers. And do you want to build a parlay?
I mean, it's perfect for the holiday. It's the perfect stocking stuffer, as they say. You could fold that up, put that in a stocking. Yeah.
So yeah, good stuff. For this year's holiday collection. We've got plenty more inside each brand. If you're looking for specific brands inside SGPN, but I'll go to the Dundeisms, our favorite spot here, as Colby's getting his computer up.
I'm very, very close. It's just it's close. It's close there, but we're on the case.
I don't know if the promo code's still going to work, but go ahead and if you're still awake and up and at 'em, use promo code all caps Monday for 15% off Merch Monday. So,
yes, Merch Monday is a thing. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to read at the same time. From what I can tell, hang on, just you guys catch that ball game the other night? It was fantastic.
Bird rankings?
Okay. I'm finally there. Bird rankings are always fun. We can do that in another episode. But so I see right now, my watch time is great. People are watching the fucking show. Better than
Are you sharing the screen or no? You're just reading it.
No. Well, I can do that though if you guys want. I don't give a fuck. But I'm saying
I was just wondering if I needed to switch the layout back.
Just break it down over. We don't need to show.
Yeah.
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 So I see 66% subscribed and watching. Especially, and the part that's crazy is like the ones watching over 15 minutes. I see 31% not subscribed. And that's the part that gets me. You know what I mean? And that's
Crazy.
why if you wonder, you know, I'll put it like this, like there's lots of shitty movies out there in the universe, and normally, like, if you're following a great movie series, like, you'll get heaters back. You know, the sequel's great, the third one's great, but you get to that point in every franchise, a lot of franchises, where they try to replace the lead because he's like he wants too much money, or they're just saying, well, I don't know, maybe we should go a different direction.
Contract dispute.
You're at that point. The college experience might be on January 1st, hosted by 3 other people.
Whoa.
And I can't guarantee that it's going to be that good. And you're probably looking at Caddyshack 2. I think everyone would say that Caddyshack 1 is way better than Caddyshack 2. And yeah, I just feel like we're not going to get there. 914 days. We're fucking falling short, and I see the numbers, and that's the part that's so disappointing. So you come in the chat, you say hello, you call me a fucking idiot. I'm okay. I like being called a fucking idiot, but to not actually hit that like and subscribe button, that's the part. That's the part that sticks in my craw. And anyway,
How
we'll
much
be
does it
back for the
cost
next
you?
2 weeks. It's free. It's completely free.
Yeah. I'm just confirming.
Completely free.
Yep.
I mean,
made my point.
You're sitting over. Yeah, remember when RoboCop shot that guy in the dick? That was a fucking great scene. All right, and then they did a remake. They didn't have a guy shoot a guy in the dick. We're giving you the shot in the dick. Do you want to see the remake, or do you want to see the shot in the dick? They didn't show any actual dick either. So I mean, you're in the clear. It wasn't over the top, you know. It was just a great shot in the dick. And
if we didn't earn that explicit box next to the podcast yet, we did in the last 2 minutes with the amount of dicks being mentioned by Colby here.
Well, that wasn't actual dick. You didn't see like a true dick out there. It was just a RoboCop shot a guy in the dick. It was a fantastic scene. But you know, they just don't make them like that anymore. There's also, I mean, actually, I can't talk about this.
I love this from Malik White. Show's over.
Let's give us the next pick. Yeah. How about this? Let's go. Unfortunately, Mac, can you cover your ears for a second?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Memphis football tomorrow. Take Memphis. Take Memphis tomorrow.
Yeah, get us while we're down, baby, because we ain't gonna lose another one after this one.
They don't have a coach. Memphis is gonna get that thing. Let's go. Appreciate you all rocking with us appreciate you rocking with us throughout the years and for the next 2 weeks. Because when we go underground, you're gonna sit there and wonder. You're gonna sit there and wonder, why did Pick Dundee ever have a job? Hit that like and subscribe button. I appreciate you all. Happy holidays. Let's fucking have fun in life. You'll be dead soon. You're on a fucking rock that's moving around at a crazy amount of time. You ever think about that? Like, what are we even talking about here? Right? We're gonna be dead soon. Yeah. Till next time. Here, let me quote Bobby Knight.
Good round, you're celebrating with your appetite. Bad round, you're using your appetite to forget about the round. I'll tell you something about appetite. It's a real fucking great thing to have. There's no place that better services my appetite than Pizza Hut. Even after a bad round, if I have a chance to smell the pizza, I'm hooked. It's just like I made 3 birdies in a row. I'm into the parking lot at the Pizza Hut, and my appetite is satisfied pretty quickly when I'm there.
Yeah. It's got me thinking about the good shit the minute that I seen you grill again. It made me good trip, good dog the mind back like dog will wind that. Man, I didn't get mad when you near me hit the can back.
I know the human being and fish
Now
can
my shit's
coexist
coming along.
peacefully.
You know the song. The truth is I'm pretty much on fire again. It's heating up for real. I'm alive again. And that's the attraction factor. Vancouver, Michigan with my rap disaster. Yeah, you know you want it how you want it. No need to trip cause I got it, doggone it. It's all yours and the extras too. All the super music and the sex for hope. Just get it straight cause you caught me in a good mood. Let me demonstrate what this time of year could do.
DM me, all right.
The only thing on my mind, Jane, was pussy.
What's the smell? You stink.
Yeah, last time you got the hot shit that I made, I was not the hot shit. Why? Going through the transitions, wham this in, damn listen. I can make the biggest change, listen, and wouldn't have shit to do with shit but some chips in. I can't talk to this. I don't get down like that. I'm the super rap mammal with the crown of fact. I'm so sore thumb, sticking out like some stick gum. Out the back with the beat smack, it's dumb. Dumb hot, crazy sun hot, more often than not, and not monotonous. And got the hits in the wholesome spots and list. Bottoms up, cause I'ma just beat them damn guts to submission. It's in the job description, that's what I was missing. Yeah.
I hear there's rumors on the internet.
Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it off!
Excuse me, what's the story behind this pending paternity suit against you?
Oh, that's not a case style. It's a solo case style. Let's not even talk about that. I pulled out of it really early. So, thanks for coming.